they were gonna suspend my bill. I ain't never see that.
20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta home opener. Standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do
I ain't trying to get behind on no bills.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They got to come out ready to play.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game,
yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Dude, the Packers still got Zadarius Smith.
Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running out of the gun here.
We got another Smith.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny with the offensive...
The 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Johnson. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
Johnson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Jones.
He ain't been with you 2 weeks yet.
15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Oh, Tampa. Oh. What's the score? Junior, he ain't never in his from last. Come on, here's up.
What did it still up?
Oh. Out of the gun.
Yeah, I was wondering what he was doing when I didn't line her.
4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
I looked down at Junior scoring a touchdown.
Right, keep them away from the quarterback because
what did he do? Was that an interception?
As you mentioned,
what?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13.
Hey, y'all be hearing it, so y'all be hearing the score when y'all be trying to make
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like
it all depends. I don't think I ever hit square.
I'm sorry, yeah, square now.
I hit X and triangle. Depends on what kind of situation I'm in. And who's trying to catch.
At least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Then he'll take this across the 25.
What that do?
A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
He won't break.
Oh, okay, got
it. Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was covered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And they'll start the drive at the ground with Johnson.
Try to
do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the
line. In traffic, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They only do it on like slants and go route.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
That nigga threw that ball low behind.
Winston on 3rd and 2.
Look at that. That's looking like the old.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally,
Trey, you see your broadcast up?
For the QB, right? In this case, Definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
There he goes, left side.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
A big play there.
No, I turned it. He was scoring a touchdown.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
Jamie still quarterback.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big.
Cincinnati put up that big win against Miami. Getting whooped down by Buffalo.
Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there.
Hey, you saw that big old cart that little boy caught?
It allows their interior guys to get upfield.
I sent a picture to you, didn't I?
So how are you going to combat that? Is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs
on the phone.
Bottom line, your offensive
I ain't sent it to you.
Block them first.
You might not been in that group.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could
over there by the dot.
A big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame.
Not the dot ball. Over there by the dot by the clubhouse.
Get it done.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
What did he throw it back?
Such an impressive punt return of 83 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off.
They just posted it on the
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Facebook page.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Shut up.
Winston, the Bucs take
there's a bunch of them in there that big, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
About 30, 40 times.
The one that was in front of the house the other day was probably that big, but it was darker than that though.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
That's the one that stole my pole.
He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player,
I'm gonna go fishing for one day.
These acrobatic guys catch it.
I don't know my leg.
Sometimes you have to put it on them.
Hey, you just gotta hold your rod, dog. You can't leave it unattended. My rod almost went over the fence the other day on up where the brim had it, and I had it snugged against the fence, and it almost went over.
Touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
If that brim would have kept pulling, he'd have had it. I just bought one yesterday, too, when I went to get some worms. I just got a little cheap grill.
Touchdown.
For brim.
Great effort right there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage?
What they call it?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch
COVID-19.
COVID-19. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no.
Yeah, they probably ain't even that dog.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down.
That wouldn't surprise me if they
deflator for a football team.
in the office.
They can't hire
out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I don't know when you're going to start.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Like 2-3 good bait shots.
3 as the drive continues.
I got to get a job by myself.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
If you got what?
Now, if I have to get me a job by myself, I'm going to get me one.
And he finds Howard complete. And some space here. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
This nigga done missed another extra
3
point.
yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson.
I ain't paying no kicking no $45 million, man. That's the problem.
Well, why ain't you drafting him?
Gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I'm out. He'll be all right.
On 2nd and goal, Winston, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
He'll be all right. He'll get it together.
In for the score.
There you go.
And the Bucs are able to cut in out of that deficit. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half
that
leaves us anticipating what can still come.
Go trade for Justin Tucker and make him a middle linebacker.
Second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That time, 75-yard drive.
Make him a middle linebacker for what?
Ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This one taken
just
inside the 10. And he's up past the 20
and moving back to kill
22-yard line.
Nah, CG make him a 99.
Depending on what kind of speed he got.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be pleased.
His size, though, man, he'll probably get trucked and everything.
2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, throwing that thing on this drive.
Orlando standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
That might have saved the score points.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Get this sight right here. Make them pay.
Johnson firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Yeah, that's how you make them pay.
On first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
I hate how
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, yeah.
So after the incompletion,
they on defense. Because I have a receiver wide open, and they won't let me hike it until the corner get over there.
That's how
they get caught out of position. They get caught.
That's how they did. That's how they did me.
We both know it's difficult.
Julio was over by himself, still audible. I don't know if they're tapping it for that. Julio on the goal route, on the comeback, but I can throw it to him as soon as they hike the ball.
This time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Johnson, flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. from 6 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and short yardage, Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. First down, Winston. He completes it to Evans.
You watching my broadcast?
Now a timeout taken.
That's why 7
Perhaps
ain't
a
starting.
chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hold on. Let me see.
Jameis now on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. This will be
No, that nigga got
about
burnt.
2 yards
He
short.
made a tackle, though.
8-yard gain,
Man, they got
2nd and
burnt.
2.
He made a tackle, though.
Yeah, could the dude had to come. Yeah, could the dude did a little.
Left here in the half. On is the field
The
goal
hot
unit.
step.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this.
You're a rookie,
offense
man.
sort
You
out
know, you
half
gotta let
number
him get
one.
his growing pain. Man. Trade him to me then, dog.
So with 2 ticks
All right,
left
for
here
Ty
in the half,
Summers.
on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt.
Crack.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And
Pinheiro
that will
can't
do
kick.
it for this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
Hey, has the NBA ever had a lockout? I mean, the NFL? I mean, the NFL?
Looks like a run.
NFL? Yeah. They had a shortened season. The Redskins won
First and 10 now from the
the Super Bowl
33.
that year.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball.
If they was to have one, what would the league do?
That's probably a good philosophy.
They're bringing in like
They're gonna make that
replacement
defense
players.
stand up and stop 'em.
They did before.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers.
But it was
18.
such a disaster back then when they had it, man. I don't think they'll ever let it get to that.
From the red zone now on first down. Running right, Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the
Hey, I don't know why, but I love this route. We used to run a route similar to this, like this in high school. And Coach Pat was the offensive coordinator. That's my favorite route to run.
Nigga, you just got sacked.
Struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal.
It wasn't on that one, it was the play before that one.
Run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Back to throw. Johnson buying time to it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
A slant where you were sitting in there with the running back going out.
We used to run a it used to be trips. The two outside guys run a slant, and then the closest guy to the quarterback, he run an out route. Man, I used to love that play so much. Every time the person that ran the out route, he was open. I'm talking about every time.
Insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Yeah, roll me out to the left side.
This will be taken in.
It's money.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
We only did it when we were inside the 10-yard line, though.
The Bucs offense.
All we needed is a first down. Short yardage.
Now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's Johnson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores.
I'll be forgetting that dog right there making noise.
It's just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, bad. Number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out. Not what they wanted, and you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Hey, so what they doing about movies? Movie theaters, how they making money?
They're closed.
So what about like movies that done came out? People that done invested their money.
So there was one movie that was supposed to come out the weekend. They closed the movies. So what they did is they released it on Netflix. So they signed a Netflix deal to on the movie. So I guess the people that's involved should get paid from Netflix.
What was the name of the movie?
Man, I couldn't tell you. Me was talking about, oh, such and such is supposed to come out, and then we found out that it came out on Netflix.
Makes a huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
I'll let you know. If you remind me tomorrow, I'll let you know.
But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
But also, I want to watch a Quiet Place Part 2.
When it was supposed to come out?
The 20th of March.
I bet it's coming out on Netflix or something.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Or some streaming service will be streaming it.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open.
Hey, Green Bay got Kenny Steele.
And he misfired.
We talk about
49ers let him go, I guess.
He definitely wants that one back. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra.
I can't believe Klein is still a free agent.
It's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Tampa Bay.
Well, Doug, you should have came with me in Detroit. Wanted to go to New York. Now it looks like you might be 0-2.
Which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
He went to the Jets or the Giants?
And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's
He picked a better quarterback.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, my quarterback at 92.
Jameis to throw it. Open man is Howard.
Oh, what you think Watson is?
Stopped right at midfield.
Oh, Watson is with the
and the Bucs have
right.
a first down.
I don't know what he is.
Good plays have him on the
He
move.
picked the better quarterback, man.
Winston now
Look like he
from
picked the
50.
one.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
How you figure that?
And they'll get him down as he's inside
Hey, he
the
winning,
30.
dog.
Hey.
First
That's
down,
how I
Tampa
figured
Bay
that.
there, a gain of 13. 3 quarters in the Bucs.
I'm gonna educate you a little bit.
This is the NFL.
Nick Foles beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You telling me you taking Nick Foles over Tom Brady?
Oh.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the
But Tom
38.
Brady is a winner.
No
What
quarterback.
have the Giants
Again, it's
won?
Winston. He finds his target. It's
Now,
Evans.
my quarterback has been in the playoffs every year.
Inside the 30. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his
Nah,
NFL
my
career.
quarterback
That
just
draws
needs
him level
somebody to
with
get him over the
Lance
hump.
Who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s.
You
and
got a
70s.
whole lot to do with that.
So if you're in that type of territory,
New York.
catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're
You
on
need
your
a bit-
way.
The proof
Big
is
time career.
the proof is in the
Just
pudding. He
think,
made the wrong
he's not
choice.
through yet.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, what Tom Brady
Throw
did.
again.
The proof is in the pudding. Look at his
Caught
team.
by Ridley.
Look at mine.
This will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Proof
6
is in the
yards
pudding.
was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You wouldn't take Watson over my
At this point,
quarterback.
down big. You'd have to imagine this defense
I
are just
would.
going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted,
That
they
would
can
be a
sit
bad
back, keep
mistake on
everything
your
in front of
part.
them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a
My
variety of
quarterback's going to be
coverages.
back in the
And he's
MVP
got
race
the
this year.
first down as he gets
Now
it
with your
to the
linebacker,
8.
freak, boy, I'm gonna send the game. Now with your linebacker
I said
taking up all the credit.
I said in the race. I'm developing Greenlaw this
From
year.
the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting
Y'all got a
MVP
chance this year.
anytime he touches the ball.
Huh?
Trying to develop Greenlaw. Get him into the 90s.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse.
Just in case I
know we
lose
use the word
Summers,
workhorse a
I
lot,
got somebody
but
ready
he's
to
been a good
step up.
workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing
Told
wrong
you,
with
trading
that.
to him.
That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space.
That way you guaranteed to
You've
keep.
run through
I
it.
mean,
You've
that way
probably
you
got
guaranteed to
some
get something out of the deal.
receivers who want to catch passes
Sorry,
as opposed
bro.
to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah,
I'll let you fight for
He's
him.
had a good
Free
game.
agency if he leaves.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Johnson. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
I know you're still talking about Dan Quinn, man.
that's not bad out here.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Oh, you say you waiting on him to retire.
Offensive unit back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You should. That nigga's going to your ring of honor.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10.
That nigga retired after 3 Super Bowls.
Winston. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
Hurt again.
And the Falcons grab it.
I'm about to trade this nigga.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20.
Hurt again, man.
Touchdown, Falcons. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that.
Oh, so the Giants came back to 1? They trailing on my end.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Man, I was up 36-3.
So it's
36-24, and they drive.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Winston. That's complete to his receiver.
A minute and 20. The steer.
Get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Huh?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston dumping it off for Johnson.
For which team?
He'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Oh, yeah.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and
I can't get it back with him now.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete.
Was he? How many sacks he had last year?
2nd and 10.
7. He was a rookie.
No, he didn't do nothing against for you last year. He just had 7 sacks against me.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
Well, 6.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Johnson off the bootleg, out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. That one looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards that time. Johnson now on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. points that they did.
Damn, I have to play the